Hi lovelies, welcome back to KissyFaceTV, all things beauty, all things makeup, and today I'm bringing you guys a classic black smoky eye with a kissy face twist. And on my cheeks, I'll be showing you guys a hot coral blush and a nude lip that I'll be rocking. And sorry for the green tongue. I had a Jolly Rancher earlier on before and I didn't notice that until now. So don't mind the greenness in the tongue, it's different. So if you want to see how I did this look, green tongue and all, stay tuned for the rest of the video. Okay, so I've already based my lid with my NYX Jumbo Pencil in black. Now when you're going to do this look, be sure to not bring the color up too high. I just have it on my lid area because when I want to smoke out the colors, I don't want that black base to be too obvious. So I'm just going to keep the black on my main lid area. Now for the first color that I'm going to be using for this classic black smoky eye is going to be the color Cinderfella. It came out last year, I think part of like the black collection, and it's like a black with really silvery sparkles, and that's going to be used on my lash line at the base. Now I'm going to take a small shader brush. Well, before actually I do all that, I'm going to put some what is this? This is going to be some NYC Smooth Skin Loose Face Powder. These colors that I'm going to put on, because they're so dark and because they have a lot of fallout, I really want to protect my foundation or the concealer that I have under my eye and the powder that I've already placed on my face before I did my eye makeup, because I tend to do my face first, then I do my eye makeup. So to protect my face makeup, I need to put a loose powder underneath my eye and I'll just wipe it off later. So just taking a regular block of wedge sponge, just dip it into my, take a little bit of your loose powder, put it into the cap, and just using the edge of your sponge, dip it into the loose powder. So I have it right here on the edge of my sponge. And I'm going to take that and place that underneath my eye. Again, I'm going to take this powder off afterwards, but I just place it there for now to protect my face makeup and to prevent fallout from sticking on my face. After I do my eye makeup, I'm just going to wipe it all off. So it's just protection for my under eye area. I know it's like a, I don't know, like a football stripe, but it's there for a purpose. Okay, so now back to the color. So I'm taking Cinderfella with a small shader brush, as you can see here, and then place that on my lash line. Just take the color and then dab it on the lash line. This is a color from MAC. I believe it came out last year. Part of like its Style Black collection. This black is really sparkly, so I'm just keeping that color really tight and low on my lash line area. And I'm going to swipe it. Now, after I've done that, as you can see here, I'm going to take a color from my Urban Decay palette. This is the color Zero, right here in the middle. This color right here, it still has a little bit of shimmer, but it's not like an obvious black shimmer in my Cinderfella color. So I just use that color as my second color on top of Cinderfella as a gradient effect from a dark sparkly color to a black that's still sparkly, but is not as obvious as Cinderfella. So I'm going to put that right on top, right above it, Cinderfella. Still using that small shader brush. Now to help with the fading process of this smoky look that we're going for with this black color, I'm going to take a blender brush. This is my Sonia Kashuk blending brush. And I'm literally just going to take whatever I have on my eye and just swipe it back and forth in a window wiping motion. this is why it's really important to kind of make sure that you keep the black, the base, the NYX black beam base really close and really focused on the lid area, because it'll make it that much harder to blend out your colors if you have your black beam too high up. So I'm just smoking out that 0 from Urban Decay. As you can see here, it's kind of faded up. Now, I'm going to go in with an NYX color called Alaska. This is a really rich gray. When you're doing a smoky look, for me personally, I want to have it to have a nice gradient effect. Instead of it being like an obvious black, gray, and then like a white color. I really want the colors to be a nice gradient effect. So this is a nice color to transition from my 0 and then go in with Alaska to help fade out and create a nice smoky look. Again, taking my blender brush, dipping it into the color. And just wherever I swiped before, just place Alaska right on top of it. Now because I blended out my 0, I have to go back in with my small shader brush and place the color back on my lid because I lost a little bit of color when I did that. But you can always go back in and then just fill it in. So again, back with my blender brush and really blending out and smoking out Alaska. Now, after I've smoked out Alaska, I'm going to take another NYX color by the name of, well, gray. So as you can see here, this is Alaska and this is gray. I'm going to dip my brush into that color, blender brush, and atop of Alaska, put gray. It's a really subtle difference, but it's a difference that I like to see when I do my smoky eyes. And that's it. Now, typically you would add a highlight color, but I really did a really almost pale like concealer color on my brow bone, so I'm not gonna use a highlight color. My brow bone concealer that I used from my VS palette, which is the second color of the 3 right here, right there in the middle. I use that color as my highlight color instead of using a shadow as my highlight. So that completes the top portion of my eye. So I'm not going to add any other color on my highlight area. Now I'm going to take my block that I have right here and just kind of clean up my edges if I really want it to have a really sharp look. Some girls I know use tape, but I don't like to put tape on my face because I do my foundation first, I do my concealer first. I don't want that to kind of mess up what I have on my face. So I just use a block of a sponge, whatever, and just go up at an angle, just clean it up. So now that we've secured everything on the main lid area, I just take a small brush. This is like a blush brush that I haven't used on my face, and literally I just take whatever I have right here and just sweep it off. Sweep it like this. Since I'm of a darker skin tone, it might be like a white cast, but that's no problem. I'll just go in with my MSF over top of that, and that'll correct that problem really quickly. That powder is a really good trick if you do your foundation or your face makeup first before you do your eyes. Now with a liner brush, I'm going to go under my eye, under my lower lash line area with a straight liner brush with the color Cinderfella, and I'm going to line the outer third of my lower lash line area with it. I'm going to go in with the color Alaska. Do the inner third. And I'm going to take the color gray and do the inner third. So the only color that I skipped in this trio of lower lash line color was the color 0. Because, you know, it wasn't that important for me to include that there. Now, to make my inner corner pop, I'm going to take the white from my animated duo, swipe it across with my blender brush, and just dab it into my inner corner. And just dab it on there. Just have a little pop in my inner corner. And not to make it as obvious, I'm going to take some of that gray and lay it on top of that. Now I've lined my waterline in the color Hurricane Gray, just to avoid having a too harsh of a look on my eyes, because I do have a lot of black and grays, but I just wanted to have a subtle color in my waterline, which was the color Hurricane Gray. Now, this is the perfect look to wear lashes with, because your lashes will be lost in all this black. But for me, I'm not going to wear lashes today, but this is the perfect look to wear lashes with. But I'm just going to use a good helping of mascara to really make my eyelashes pop. And there are my eyes. Now for my face, I've already did my concealer and my face powder. I just have here, which I cannot find. Sorry. I have here a true coral pigment that I'm going to place on my cheeks. I know it's really this is a lot of color, but I love the color coral, and I'm just going to place that on my cheeks with a blush brush. It's not going to be too crazy, but I do like coral on my cheeks. Now after I've done all my face makeup, I take my Fix Plus and just spray it all over my face. This cuts down on the powdery effect I've created with all my face powders. It's just Max Fix Plus and just spray it all over my face just to calm all the powders and just make it look really flawless. So that's going to set into my skin. Now for my lips, I'm going to take my nude lipstick. I'm almost done with it. As you can, I have a little nub. I shouldn't even be using this, but it's product, so I'm going to use it. So I'm just going to, actually before I place this on my lips, I'm going to line them with my lip liner in the color Mocha. This is the color on the end of the wand here. I'm sorry, on the end of the pencil. It looks lighter on camera, but it's a little bit darker than that. But I'm just going to line my lips with it first. Rub the lip liner in first, and then take your lipstick and just smooth it on. And I'm going to take my lip gloss in this creamy nude pink, which I don't know the name of. Okay, so that completes the look. I just have really smoked out black eye, some coral cheeks, and a nude lip. If you want to see pictures, go to my website, KissyFaceArtistry.com, and I'll have a link down below to this direct post. Thank you guys so much for tuning into KissyFaceTV. If you guys want to leave comments down below, if you want to subscribe, hit the subscribe button, and if you want to like the video, hit thumbs up video for me. Again, thank you guys so much for watching KissyFaceTV, and I'll check you guys out next time. Bye.